What's up, CFM? It's Coach Matt with our Tuesday workout. We got a little skill work today on toes to bar. Before we do that, let's get into our warm-up. 3 minutes of warm-up pace cardio, and then hop off of that, and we're gonna hop to the ground, and we're gonna do our 5-way hip circuit, and we're gonna get 8 reps of each exercise. So I'm gonna demo a few reps of each, but it's 5 times 8 or a total of 40. We'll begin by saying we always want the hips perpendicular to the ground. I want my arm laid out to the side, so try not to be up like on your elbow like this, because that limits how high you can raise your leg. So I want shoulder on the ground, the top leg is slightly behind, and the toe is pointed down. And from that position, we're gonna start every exercise, never letting the toe of that top leg go higher than the heel, okay? So leg raise is the first one, so just driving that heel straight up. Circles forward is the next one. Circles backward is the third one. Big leg swing is the fourth one, and then bicycle pedal is the fifth one. All right, when you finish that, 40 reps on each side, we'll hop up and we're gonna do a little drinking bird. All right, so make sure that we're maintaining that good shoulder posture when we do the drinking bird. See if you can do it without looking at the ground, right? So a lot of times I see people doing the drinking bird and their face, they just bend straight over right here. Right, and I feel that when I do it that way, mostly in my back, because my back is arching, so the motion's coming from my back, as opposed to the motion coming from my hips and my hamstring, that front leg hamstring specifically. So try to keep chest up, eyes up when you do that drinking bird. Big arm circles next, 10 reps, get some momentum on each arm, and then into some air squats. And we'll get that 3 rounds through. When we're done, all you need is a little drill area for your toes to bar. And this would work great, especially the partner drill if you have a partner. And I'll show you guys that on the day of, but it's essentially just guarding that balanced position underneath the pull-up bar when you are trying to do your toes to bar. So we're gonna take 8 minutes. It's gonna be 3, 2, 1, go. Somewhere around 15 seconds of work, 45 seconds of rest, practicing the drill to accomplish improvement in the toes to bar movement. The first one I have is just a band at the rig, right? And so this goes a little bit higher. It's probably about mid calf right here as I'm standing here. As I'm hanging from the bar, it's about like just over my ankles, and I'll use this to kind of bounce off of, and it sort of helps me keep my kipping rhythm. And then I can do, whether it's a hanging knee raise or an actual toes to bar attempt, I'll hit that band behind me, and it kind of reminds me where my back position should be when I do my toes to bar. Next ones would be a single leg raise, where I'm trying to get the kipping rhythm, but I'm only raising one leg at a time, and that can allow me, the leg that's hanging kind of helps maintain the kipping rhythm, right? Because you'll feel if it's going off in a direction of its own, while the leg that's raising sort of helps you feel what raising that one straight leg feels like. And again, all of this stuff is based on the kipping rhythm. Next one would just be partial range of motion, toes to bar. So that means practicing getting up high, using the kipping rhythm, but not getting all the way to the bar, right? So maybe just exceeding your normal range of motion by a little bit would be great. And then the last one would be our partner assisted toes to bar. And that would be where, if my partner is doing their pull-ups right here, that I am standing behind them or beside them, and I'm assisting them by moving, like with one hand on their belly just below the rib cage and one hand on their back. And we are forcing the rhythm, forcing them to feel that rhythm, and then after a certain point letting go and allowing them to maintain that rhythm without you doing that forcing on them, okay? All right, and that is it for the EMOM, 8 minutes. Then we're going to go into a little run, core, and upside down workout that also has the toes to bar in it. So it's gonna be an 18-minute AMRAP starting with a short 200-meter jog. So I'd like that to be relatively quick. And then we go 8-4, 8-4, 8 being ab mat sit-ups. So I have our ab mat out. I like to use the red mats to keep myself from getting little butt cherries with that rubbed raw feeling right from the rubber mat at the base of the ab mat. And then we'll do 4 burpees. Why don't I do one right now, just because. And then we're gonna do 8 reps of a toes to bar. Wherever you're at in the toes to bar progression, do those 8. Again, priority for me today is not getting the toes to bar done. It is getting the rhythm done and trying to hit those 8 reps of unbroken sets. I set that number today at 8 because I would like for everyone to try to get those unbroken. See if you can get through all 8, whatever you're doing, without breaking them up. And then the last one will be 4 wall walk-ups. This will be the hardest part of the whole workout. The wall walk-up, the prescribed range of motion will start with your chest and chin on the ground, hands on the ground, feet touching the wall with the legs straight. All right, so that's the start position. It's always at the bottom of the push-up. Then we're gonna push your body up, and the rep is counted after you have touched your nose to the wall, and then you walk back down the wall or come back down the wall. Try not to collapse, slide to the side, or fall when you do that, right? I know when you're tired, it is hard to do anything other than just slide down the wall, but just for safety's sake, try not to collapse to the side, especially if there's other people right around you, okay? And that is it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you on Wednesday.